What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nani. If you are new to my channel, thank you for being here today. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope that you are here to stay. If you're not new to my channel, thank you for walking with me through my ins and outs and ups and downs and all of that and all of that. Really appreciate you. I love you all. Y'all are like the best group of subscribers. Y'all are like the best group of subscribers ever. And if anybody else got something to say about that, wow, why can't I fucking talk ever? If anybody else has something to say about that, they can deal with me. So today's video is gonna be about something that's really personal. I mean, my entire channel is fucking personal, but something that's really been affecting my life here lately, and something that I've been meaning to, you know, put out there as soon as I found an answer. So today I want to talk about the skin disease that I've been struggling with. And a few of you know that I've been dealing with, you know, a few symptoms that have been driving me insane, and I mention them pretty frequently, and others of you don't really know. So I have pretty much been dealing with this intense itch that has pretty much altered my state of living, really. Altered my life. If this sounds like something that's interesting to you, or maybe something that you might be dealing with yourself, keep watching. I'm gonna try to make it not so boring and informational, but I also want to get this information out in case someone else is possibly struggling with the same thing. So the rare skin disease that I have is called either Fordyce or Fordyce disease. I've heard it pronounced either way. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. And it is a chronic blockage of the sweat gland ducts with a secondary non-bacterial inflammatory response to the secretions and cellular debris in the cysts, and the inflammation is often accompanied by intense itching. Let me highlight intense itching. Like, when I tell you this is the most intense itch I've ever experienced in my life, and it's not just an itch that you can go without scratching. Like, it's quite ridiculous. So this started for me in about August, September-ish of 2018. So it's been over a year now. And it's really affected my life. I found out, well, I didn't find out about it, but I started experiencing this itch along with, you know, me finding out about herpes. So I was really adamant on my itching being a symptom of herpes, or an STI at the time. So my symptoms came a little bit after the first video I made when I was diagnosed with herpes. I never initially had symptoms when I went to go get diagnosed, but shortly after I had known, that's when this itch started to come. And it says that the cause of this disease is unknown, and you know how everything is unknown or can be caused by. Disease cause is unknown, but it can be caused by stress and hormonal imbalance, and pretty much brought on by self. I have to accept the responsibility for bringing this on myself, because I'm pretty sure that I brought it to myself due to stress, and I cannot fucking get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. I believe that it was caused for me by stress, and it started off with my armpits. And I initially thought it was a reaction to this deodorant that I had started using. I switched from regular deodorant to natural deodorant, and the natural deodorant kind of gave me a reaction, and my armpits started acting funny. I pretty much switched my deodorant, and I had a reaction to it in which I was like itching, and I was like sweating a lot. But that wasn't really like an issue. I switched to my deodorant, and then my skin started going through like different cycles of I don't even know how to describe it, but like different skin cycles. Like, my skin would be like moist, and then too moist to the point where it was raw, and then it would completely dry up to the point where I couldn't sweat at all, and then it would just get really dry and brittle and itchy, and then it would go back to being moist and sweating and raw, and then it was just this repeating cycle that was going on. And then I was just like, okay, I believe I stopped using the deodorant, and then I tried to go back to regular deodorant, couldn't even use that deodorant, and I couldn't understand what was going on with my body, and no one could answer me because I was going to doctors at this point. So I have this super intense armpit itch, and I'm not really getting answers on why I have this itch or what I can do to relieve it. It started off again on my armpits, and then it gradually moved to other places. And so the spots that I deal with and struggle with the most, my armpits are the worst. Then I have my vagina, my ass crack, the crease like in between my chest, around my nipples, and I think that's it. So those are all my problem areas. All the areas you don't want to have an intense itch, I have a fucking intense itch, and it's really bothersome. Like, if you can imagine having an itch that you can't really scratch, it's not socially acceptable to scratch in public, and it's intense. The definition of the disease literally has intense itch in it. This is a chronic disease. When I tell you this itch is something vicious, it is something vicious, and to have to like tolerate it or to tame it or to be normal out in public while you're having this itch, no matter where it is, or sometimes all spots itch at once, it's literally, it could drive someone crazy. So I'm really happy that I haven't been driven crazy, but I'm kind of getting there. And the treatment for this disease is topical creams, and the topical creams that I have found to work have only been prescribed to me. I've tried all things across the board. If you know me, I am very natural and I like to use natural products. I tried lemon juice, I tried baking soda, I tried oatmeal, I tried, what else did I try? I tried turmeric, I've tried everything that Google could suggest natural for soothing any sort of itch or inflammation. I tried it, it didn't work. If anything, something will soothe it while it's on the area, and then shortly after that, you know, if it is absorbed or if it comes off, I'm itching again. And so the one thing that I have found to work for me that has been prescribed by a doctor, I was given to it at an urgent care in California. That's where I originally got diagnosed. And then that was the only time that I was able to get the cream, and it's called, excuse me if I butcher this, I will include a picture. It is called Triamcinolone Acetonide. It's also an eczema cream. It's also an eczema cream, and I found that it works really well. It works really well for flattening the bumps, lightening the bumps, and also relieving the itching. That is the only thing that I found to kind of work, and it's like I have to repeatedly apply that cream in order for me to be comfortable and live my life. That is the only thing that I found to work, and I currently don't have access to that cream because it can only be prescribed, and it has to be prescribed by a dermatologist or has to be prescribed by your primary care physician if you know what it is. I struggled before I left to California trying to find out why I'm having this itching, what it is, what can cure it, what can help it. They gave me no answers up until I got to California. They diagnosed me with this rare skin disease, and they gave me a cream that actually worked. I came back to Arizona, my insurance expired, and I have not been able to get my hands on this cream. And I'm going crazy. It's like, it's such an intense itch, and it happens like when I'm about to sweat, if I get excited, if I move around too much. Every time I leave the house, every time I make any sudden movements, like, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy and pretty bothersome, and I don't think that the average person would be able to tolerate such. I feel like I've done really well with, you know, trying to mask the itch, especially in public. I'm like working, I'm sitting down at this job, my fucking crotch is on fire itching, my armpits are on fire itching. Like, I will scratch my armpits in public for the most part, because like if I have an intense itch and I can't like not scratch it, I'm gonna scratch it the most appropriate way I can in the appropriate places that I can. So if my nipples are itching, I scratch them. If my armpits are itching in public, I will scratch it. But if my vagina is itching in public, I'm not just walking around scratching my vagina, because not only is that not okay, but I'm a fucking symbol for STIs and herpes. So I can't just be walking around scratching my vagina. So I kind of fucked myself on that one. And you know, I'm working on my cussing. I kind of screwed myself on that one, but it's something that I've been dealing with. So I kind of want to put the shit out there so I can just itch freely, because I'm fucking itching. I just want to scratch. I probably still won't scratch in public like that, but I'm sure you will probably notice now that I've said something, and if you peep me and whatnot. Yes, a motherfucker be itching. I mean, I try to do my best with living with it, but it has been something that has driven me quite crazy and has really altered my life. I find myself, you know, not really wanting to go out, not wanting to do much, because I'm always itching. And I don't really like wearing deodorant. It's very uncomfortable, and I don't like stinking, so I don't want to go out and be in a setting where I'm going to be hot and sticky and itchy and stinking like that. That's not okay. It's not desirable in any way. And it's like, yeah, it's really awful. It's really altered a lot of my life, because of the fact that I don't want to do things because I will most likely itch, and I'm not going to be in a position to scratch the way I want to, nor do I want to scratch, because I have scratched my skin raw plenty of times. Like I said, this has been something that I've been dealing with for about over a year now, and yeah, it's a struggle. It's a real struggle, and there is no cure for the disease. It kind of goes away when it wants to. The only thing that has been shown to sort of cure it or to make it go away and not come back is pregnancy. Other than that, you just have to try to manage it with topical creams. I don't want to be a bitch carrying around cream and creaming myself all day. But I mean, I'd rather that than this itch. So I guess once I get my hand on some cream, I'm gonna be a cream ass bitch. Period. Because I'll be damned if I'm walking around itching all the time or not doing things because I'm scared. I can't live like this. So I just wanted to tell y'all what was going on, because my life has really been altered because of this disease. And I would like to help somebody who may be going through the same thing, because like I said, it took me pretty much a year to figure out exactly what it was for me to get an answer from a doctor in San Francisco. And it was something that she had not come across before. She actually had to ask another doctor that was out of the country, I believe, or out of state, what it could be. And I'm gonna include some pictures here. I'm not embarrassed. I don't know, I'm just not embarrassed. So I'm gonna include some pictures of what it looks like if you may be struggling with the same thing. No one else had seen it when I had gone to the doctor before, so I don't know. If anyone else has come across this video and, you know, is going through this, I'd like to help you out, because this is something I wouldn't want to put my worst enemy through. I'm gonna include some pictures. I'm gonna include a picture of my armpits, a picture of in between my chest. I may include around my nipples and the top of my vagina. I'm not gonna put my whole snatch on the fucking internet, but I'm gonna show like just my pubic area so that you can see the raised bumps, how they are aesthetically displeasing and very itchy. So if you are going through the same thing, fucking kudos to you. Kudos to you, and may you get through it, please. May you get through it, because I'm barely getting through it. And if you are not going through the same thing, be grateful. Mark that as one of the things that you're grateful for today, right now. And if you are grateful for that, and you aren't going through that, go ahead and hit the like button because you feel bad for me for going through this. What's up, y'all? As I am editing this video on this nice rainy day here, I've noticed that I have no idea what happened to the ending of the video. Like, it just cut off. So I'm here to tell you that I hope you liked the video. I hope it helps someone out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check the description box. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.